All right, guys. In this segment here, we're going to be talking about how to close. Okay. I hate the word close, but figure of speech here, how to get your prospects started in the business. Going to be talking to you about how to do that. Okay. This is the fun part. Now, I want to let you know that, just so that you know, there's a small percentage of people that will see your presentation, and right after they'll just say, hey, I'm signing up, I'm in. It does happen, but when you look at all the people out there, typically it takes a prospect 2 or 3 times to see or hear some information before they join the business, okay? So I don't want you panicking if you show it to your friend Bob and Bob doesn't sign up on the spot. It does happen. It does happen. And you'll see we have some catchy things here in our company that actually help that to happen more often than not. But it doesn't happen all the time that people join the first time. So I want to talk to you about how to properly close. And to help me do that is my good friend and business partner, Marilyn, here. She's on fire in this company right now. And Marilyn is we're gonna role play. She's gonna be the prospect and I'll be the distributor, okay? And we're just gonna completely keep this thing natural and real, authentic. And she's gonna say whatever and you're gonna see how we handle it, okay? Now I want you to watch what I do, okay? So the presentation is over, or let's suppose that maybe you invited them to a conference call, or maybe to a website, or maybe they watched the video, but it's now over, okay? And what I'm going to do, notice what I do. So I'm going to turn to my actual prospect and watch me, guys. Watch my body language. So that was some really good information, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, tell me, Marilyn, what did you like best about what you heard and what you saw?
I really liked the blessing bonus. I thought that was really amazing, and chocolate. It's great.
So you like the blessing bonus and you like the fact that it's chocolate.
Yes.
Well, you know what? That makes 2 of us. That's exactly what I like as well. The blessing bonus and the fact that it's chocolate. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You like chocolate? You eat a lot of chocolate?
Oh, I don't get to eat as much chocolate as I'd like to based on my, my health goals or whatever, but this looks like something I could, eat and still get my electrolytes and all kinds of good stuff.
Absolutely.
My lifestyle.
Absolutely it is. Well, Marilyn, let me ask you, from what you just saw and heard today, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you love it, mm-hmm. 1 being you hate it, and 10 being you love it and you're ready to get started right now. So 1 being you hate it, and 10 being you love it, mm-hmm. and you're ready to go right now. Where are you at?
I think I'm about a 7.
You're about 7?
Yeah.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's totally cool. Let me ask you, what specifically is stopping you from being a 10 and getting started right now so that we can place some people down below you?
Just looking at the comp plan and everything, I would want to start in probably the bigger package, and money's an issue right now.
So money is the issue that stops you from joining today?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So is there any other issues that would stop you from joining today?
Maybe a little bit on time, like how much time investment, but, not really, mostly money.
So really money and time are the only 2 things that's actually holding you back?
Yes.
Okay, great. So let me ask you this. If we could solve those 2 challenges, mm-hmm. money and time, are you ready to get started today so that we can place some people below you and you start getting paid from them?
Yeah.
She says yes. So what we have done, if you're paying attention, it's 2 questions. Number 1, Marilyn, okay, what did you like best about what you saw and heard? You want to write that down, guys. What did you like best? Number 2, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being you hate it, 10 being you love it, where are you at right now? And she said she was a 7. The next question I asked her is, what specifically is stopping you from being a 10? And she told me. She said it was money because she wanted to start at the bigger package. And then she also said a little bit of time. And then I said to her, if we could solve those 2 problems, money and time, are you ready to get started today?
Yeah.
And she said yes. Mm-hmm. So before I show you how to handle the objection, I want to tell you what we've done thus far is identify what the objection is. We have found out what it is. We know it's money and it's time. And we also know that if we can help her overcome those two things, she's ready to join now. Okay? So Marilyn, as it relates to the money, okay? Is it that you don't have any money whatsoever at all? Or is it that the money that you do have, it's already spoken for by other bills?
Yeah, it's already spoken for by other bills.
Okay, I get it. So you have the money, it's just it's already spoken for.
Yes.
Okay. So obviously, you work a job, right?
Yes.
And it just seems that things are a little tight right now.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Do you ever see things changing in the situation that you're currently in financially? In other words, if you don't have any money now with the job, do you think down the road that you probably would have it when you make about the same every single 2 weeks?
No, of course not.
She says, of course not. Yeah. So what if we could actually take some of that money to get you started in a business whereby I'm going to help you, or we're going to help you make money in the business. And most importantly, we'll show you how to make the money right back really quickly. In other words, if we could make the money back very quickly, would that help you or encourage you more to get started quicker?
It would have to be like within a week or 10 days.
So in other words, if we could help you make the money back within a week to 10 days, that would make you feel more comfortable to get started?
Yeah.
Well, let me share with you. I know some people. There was a young girl that was broke. And literally she didn't have any money. And she had to borrow the money to get started. Her first month, she made about $14,000 in the business.
Really?
Okay. Her very first week, I'll never forget, she made $3,400 her first week.
Wow.
Okay. So I can tell you, yes, we can do this. Okay?
Okay.
And better than that, here's what I think. If we don't do it, let's say if you didn't do it, how does it feel to know that you'll probably be in this same situation forever?
Gosh, that's a really good point. That's a really good point.
The way I see it is if you got started here today, you'd have me and several other people that would help you get your money right back within your very first week to 10 days. And if that happened, you'd be feeling really good, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Great. So you want to get that done?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay, well, good. Listen, you said another issue. You said time.
Yes.
Listen, we don't need your time. Marilyn, what we really need here is your contacts, okay? This is not a job where you put some time in and you punch a clock and get paid. This is about results. So literally, imagine you letting us have access to your contacts. You see, you have the contacts, right? You know some people.
Oh, I know lots of people.
Yeah, they like chalk and they like money, right?
And they like me.
Of course, right? And we have the time. And so where you don't have the time, I do have the time. But see, you have the contacts. So if we took your contacts and my time and we put those two together, we could both make some serious income with this.
Really?
Does that sound pretty good to you?
Sounds really good.
Well, I tell you what, why don't we get you started today? Okay?
Okay.
Let's find a package and get you started today, because all the people that come in tomorrow will go down below you. Now, you wouldn't be opposed to having a bunch of people fall below you so we can make that money back faster than a week, would you?
Oh, no, that sounds good.
Okay, great, because we pay every day here. We get paid daily here.
Oh, I noticed that.
Yeah. All right, well, cool. Let's go ahead and get you started. That way we can start getting some people down below you, and you're just going to introduce your people to me. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, great. Now, this is where I go to the application. I never give the application to my prospect for them to fill it out. I always take the application myself, and literally, give me a piece of paper there. Okay? This is the application. I take the application myself, and this is where I'll fill it out. So, Marilyn, tell me, what address would you want your chocolate sent to?
1234 Happy Lane.
And I start writing it out. So, Marilyn, what's an email address that we can send correspondence to? So, Marilyn, what's a date of birth that we can lock in for you? And I fill out the application for her. Okay? Now, Marilyn, Have you decided, are you going to start off with that $4.99 builder pack, or are we going to go for that leader pack of $12.99, which pays the most commissions? Which one we're going to do?
I'm going all in for $12.99.
You want $12.99?
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's where I got started, by the way, as well. That's a good choice. So, okay? And I let her sign the bottom. So there you have it, guys. If you paid attention, what we did here so far is we asked her a few questions just so that we can identify what her objection was. Once we knew what it was, then we handled it. She gave the objection of money, which we took care of that. She gave the objection of time, and we took care of that. Now, let's go a little further because we know that there's more than 2 objections out there by our prospects. Let's see what other objections that she would have. Is there anything else stopping you from getting started?
So is that one of those little pyramid schemes where no one makes any money except for the people at the top?
Well, is that the only thing that's stopping you from getting started, the pyramid deal?
Yeah, it just feels a little sketchy to me.
A little sketchy?
Yeah.
So if we can overcome that, you're ready to get started now?
You could really overcome that?
I said if we could. I mean, you'll be the deciding factor.
I would probably want to talk it over with my husband too.
Okay, so really it's the pyramid deal and you need to talk it over with the husband.
Yeah.
Is there anything else outside of those 2 things that are stopping you from getting started today?
No, I've got money, I've got time.
So if we could actually overcome those, you're ready to rock and roll, you like what you see, for the most part, and you're ready to go?
Sure.
Okay, great, fair enough. Once again, what have we done? We've identified what the objection is. She just told me she needs to talk to her spouse, and she told me the pyramid, okay? Well, I tell you what, as it relates to the pyramid, I completely understand how you feel. You're talking about the structure of it, right? The people being at the top and basically the people at the bottom never get to the top, that type of deal. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like Enron or one of those things.
I completely understand what you're talking about. I completely understand. Well, let me say this to you. First of all, this is not illegal. This is legal.
Okay.
The pyramid structure, all businesses are structured that way. And the reason why you're thinking of Enron or stuff like that is because the people at the top made all the money from the people at the bottom. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
This doesn't work like this. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's say if you introduced me to this business. Okay. I'm not your employee. You're not my boss. I'm your business partner. And so even though you introduced me to the business, okay, so in the hierarchy chain, you would be here and I would be there, right?
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Even though you introduced me, I could go on to make more money than you. If I built a larger team, if I actually moved more product throughout my team, the company's going to pay me more commissions. And you wouldn't have a problem with that, right? I did more, so I deserve more, right?
That seems fair. Yeah.
That's fair. But guess what? You still would earn a small piece or a small percentage off everything I do. It's called leverage. You know, at your job that you work at right now, you ever notice that the CEO of your company, he makes a small percentage of income on every employee?
Really?
Yeah. Well, let me ask you, do you contribute to your CEO's income?
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. So let me ask you a question. What if you could be the CEO and now you could get paid a small percentage off everybody does?
That would be nice.
Okay? Well, that's what this industry of direct sales and multi-level marketing allows for. Now, I'll openly tell you, you're going to have some people in your organization that do a whole lot. You're going to have some people that do a little bit. You're even going to have some people who don't do anything. But here's the beauty. How would you like to earn 1% off of 100 different people's efforts versus just 100% of your own?
Wow, that sounds nice.
Can you see how you can have more freedom if you could get paid a small percentage off of a lot of people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So really the structure is the structure of a pyramid because all businesses are structured that way, everyone. But the way this business works is it's not like that where literally the people at the top make all the money and the ones at the bottom. It's based on production and performance. You comfortable with that?
Yeah.
All right, great. So we took care of that one, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. The last one that you said was your husband, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand. I don't want you getting a divorce, you know what I mean? You definitely got to go get his approval on things. Now, before you go and talk to him about it, I want to know sincerely, how do you feel? Does this seem like something that you would like to partner with and, literally get, have some fun with and make some money with?
Yeah, I think that he's going to have the same pyramid sketchy thing that I did. So I want to hear what you just said.
Fantastic. Well, listen, why don't we go ahead and get your husband on the phone? How soon can we get him on the phone? Can we get him on the phone now?
Yeah, he's at home right now.
Oh, great. Let's get him on the phone. Okay? And literally, now what I want her to do is I don't want her to explain it to her husband. Because when she goes home to explain it to her husband, here's what he's going to hear. Womp, 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 womp. Womp, 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 womp. I need $1,200. Womp, 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 womp. That's all he's going to hear. He's not going to hear anything else. Okay? And so literally, you don't want her to explain it to her husband. You want to get her husband on the phone with an expert, whoever your upline that you're working with, and allow them to overcome the objection. So there, guys, what we've done is we've taken care of 4 objections. Number 1 was the money. Number 2 was the time. Number 3 was the pyramid. And number 4 was the I've got to talk to my spouse objection. Okay, now, let's see, is there any more objections that might be out there that you can think? Is there anything else that would stop you from getting started?
I don't know.
She doesn't know, okay? Well, guys, as you can see here, guys, literally, you're probably only going to get those 4 objections. Money, time, pyramid, got to talk to my spouse. Oh, by the way, there's one other objection that people sometimes say, and that is, I'm not a salesperson. You know, I'm not good at sales. You know, I'm not a salesperson, you know. And I want to show you how to handle that one as well. So is there anything else that's stopping you from getting started?
You know, I'm not a salesperson.
You know, I can completely respect that. You know, when you say you're not a salesperson, what you mean is you don't want to convince people to buy stuff that they don't really want.
Bingo.
Okay. You know what? That makes 2 of us. I don't like doing that either. So I can completely understand. Let me ask you a question. Do you eat chocolate?
Yeah.
Great. Listen, if I gave you a free sample of some healthier chocolate, would you at least try it?
Yeah.
Okay. I just gave you some chocolate. Did you feel like I sold you?
No.
I didn't. I just shared some chocolate with you. There was nothing to sell. I gave it to you, okay? Now let's go to the other side. Let's look at the opportunity. Marilyn, hey, listen, are you open to, making a little extra income these days? Are you open? Are you open at all?
Yeah.
You are? Hey, listen, there's some information I want you to take a look at. I think it'll be very valuable for your family. It's really interesting and very compelling, okay? How soon can we get together here in the next day or two, have you take a look at it?
Gosh, give me 20 minutes to wrap up what I'm doing.
Fantastic. Did you feel like I sold you there?
No.
So do you see what I mean? The people who go around trying to sell and convince people to do stuff, they don't make any money in this industry. What I want all of you to learn is that amateurs sell and convince people. Amateurs, they sell and they convince. While professionals, they sift and they sort. There's a big difference between sifting and sorting. I want you to say no this time. Are you open to making more money these days?
No, I'm good.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Done. You see that? Professionals sift and sort. They don't convince. Okay? Get out of the convincing business. It doesn't work. People don't like that. Sift and sort. Okay? So there you have it, guys. This segment, we taught you how to, number 1, identify what the objection is, and we taught you how to overcome the objection. What I would recommend you to do, guys, is watch this over and over and over and over. Did I mention the word over and over again? So that you can learn how to overcome the objections. Really, all I did is very simple. Number 1, I said, Marilyn, what did you like best? She told me her answer. Okay? Number 2, Marilyn, what on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you hate it, 10 being you love it, where are you at? She told me what her interest level was. Marilyn, what specifically is stopping you from being a 10? And she then told me the objection, and that's what I want. I want to know what's stopping her, what's blocking her, okay? And then before I answer the objection, this is what I say to her. If we can successfully overcome that objection, okay, are you ready to get started today? Okay? So I isolate the concern, and then I get her okay that if we can overcome it, that she's ready to join today. Okay? That is the formula for how you do it over and over and over again. You just isolate it, you find out what's stopping them, boom. And I can tell you, I can't wait for you to learn how to master overcoming objections. And by the way, let me give you a tip. No matter where you go in the world, people typically have the same 4 to 5 objections. I don't have money. Is it a pyramid or one of those things? Okay? I'm not a salesperson. Okay? I've got to talk to my spouse, and I don't have any time. Those are the only objections, guys. Okay, that's really it. Those are the major big objections that most people say. Well, thank you so much, Marilyn. I appreciate you, girl.
Yeah.
Let's keep rocking. All right?